Steve down here. Okay, back with another live stream after a couple of days of doing other things. um, I let's see. I guess the last one I actually did was about my IBM server right over there. You can't see it. I don't have a way to show it to you right now. But I did. Let's see. Well, I guess the last thing I did was I had it on, but I didn't have it online. That's what it was. And I tried running a Phoronix benchmarking app on it, and it wouldn't run right. It kept saying it had missing dependencies. You install the main app, and then it downloads its tests and stuff. So anyway, it might work really well, like in Fedora 28, but that was Fedora 23. I think that app might have been, I don't know if it's new or just, anyway, I don't remember. I kind of think maybe it was kind of new, or new to Fedora at the time or something. But I haven't tried it again or anything, in 28 or anything yet. But I don't know if I installed it on this machine. This one, the Lenovo i5, has Fedora 28 on it now. And but anyway, I've got so many things I need to get done. I don't want to get. I'm too easy sidetracked, so I'm trying not to get too sidetracked. And I'm kind of going to do. I guess I'm going to kind of do a sidetrack today, but I'm going to do a combination of stuff that needs to be done in sidetracks. But anyway, on the Fedora 28, there's a few more apps that I didn't even think about, like Fedora Media Writer. I don't even have that on there for running Fedora ISOs or writing Fedora ISOs to USB. I don't know if it'll do CD and DVDs or not. It might. Some of the they're dropping support for running CDs and DVDs in some of these ISO apps, but and VirtualBox, I don't have that on there. I do have a couple others I got with my group install script that I tried one of them out called Box. I tried it out a little bit, but the one I tried didn't work. And I have, let's see, let me just go ahead and go to the desktop so I can kind of show and tell a little better. So earlier today I downloaded Fedora. It took me a while to find it. I'll kind of show you how I found it. Fedora, I knew I'd seen it, but I couldn't find it again. Fedora server. This is a DVD ISO. I think it's just an install. I don't think it has a live. I don't know if it does or not, actually, because I didn't get to see the description of it. I just found it in their torrent downloads page of Fedora from the Fedora website. But anyway, went ahead and downloaded it because I don't have Media Writer on here to see if it's in there. So I thought, well, here it is. I'm going to download it. So because I may go ahead. I'm probably going to go ahead and put it on that gateway. I call it the Smiley Gateway 2.8. It has a smiley face on the front. It's what it looks to me like. Gateway with 2.8 gigahertz, and go ahead. It's still in my room from when I was working on deciding if it was going to have to be my new server, and it's not. The IBM is doing fine. It doesn't. It's not loud. I do once in a while hear it. It almost sounds like it has a lifter ticking or something like that. Once in a while, it's something that kind of a noise the fan makes, but it's not loud. So unless it's pretty quiet in here, I don't notice it. And like right now, I can't hear it. But anyway, I started to put my little mic over there to it, but I don't guess there's much point in that right now. And I downloaded the other day. I happened to cross it in a GitHub email or something, one of those emails I get. And ReactOS they call it a Windows NT clone. It looks just like Windows XP, but it's completely built from scratch, without any of the Microsoft proprietary code in it. And they've been working on it for over 10 years, I think, and I've played with it on and off here and there, but it's got a bit newer version now, quite a bit from the last one I messed with. But I was going to mess with it in a VirtualBox or something, but haven't done that yet. I don't know if I'll do that today, but I just thought I'd mention it. The Fedora, that machine, all of my machines that I'm using for servers are not 64-bit. The ones that are 64-bit are new enough that I want to use them for other things. And the server doesn't really need to be super powerful just for my website. And the older machines, especially the Celerons, usually don't make near as much heat, and they're generally kind of quieter because they don't need as much fan to keep them cool. So I thought, since you never know when something's going to go wrong, and my backup server is a 500 megahertz gateway out in the garage that just barely handles, doing that, and it's out in the garage. And I think it was kind of loud anyway, but anyway, I'm not going to bring it in here. And so I thought, well, I got this 2.8 gigahertz Celeron, quite a bit more, a whole lot more, more than 3 times more powerful. So, or at least 3 times more power. Yeah, more than 3 times more powerful than that one in the garage. So I could always, if I had it ready to go, then I could just turn it on. Because once I get Mom's machine out of my rack down there and get it rebuilt, which if I ever get back to it, then I can stick. I actually have room, I think, for 2 more machines of. Yeah, I used to always have 3 machines down there. It depends on how wide the box is, And that box of Mom's is really wide, so I couldn't get another one in there. I had to take one of them outside that was in here. Oh yeah, it's outside. It also could make a good server, but I looked at it. It has a 20, and it's loud. That's the only thing. It's loud, and it only has a 20 gig hard drive. Of course, I could change the hard drive easy enough, but it's too loud to be a server. But it's got a pretty good video card in it. It has a DVI output on it. Not real. I don't know. It's probably 256 megabytes or something. Video memory. But anyway, so some of this stuff, I know I want to install a Media Writer right now and check it out. I want to see if this. Well, I need it to. If I'm going to write a USB, I need it. So that's the easiest way to do it, even if you've already downloaded the ISO. So let me check I got everything. I guess I have my preview playing over there, but I haven't even listened to see my. Okay, make sure that my audio is working. And oh yeah, let's go over here to the web page. Okay, this is the page where Fedora has. I'll try to get back on. I don't know if maybe if I go back right there, I'll find it. This is the torrent.fedoraproject.org page, and it's got a whole bunch of versions that it's really hard to find on the site when you're just looking around. I tried to find it in my bookmarks, but I didn't ever import them into Firefox since my new install, because I knew it would slow it down because I got so many bookmarks. But see, there's Fedora server AARC64. That's a different architecture. Forgot what it was. I saw it a while ago. And then there's ARM, HFP. I don't know what the HFP stands for. And then there's the one I downloaded, DVD i386. And then there's the regular one. Oh, PPC. That's another different architecture. 64. PPC 64LE. I don't know what S390 is. See, Fedora will support some real professional servers, and I know I saw that on something about one of them earlier while I was doing my looking, But it has all the anyway, it has the if you look through this page, you'll see it has that's 28 beta. Am I in beta? I don't know. I wasn't. Let's see. It could be beta, but that'd be okay. It'll get updated often. It is. It's Fedora 28 beta. So they just now came up with it. That's why it's not like on the regular pages. Now there's regular Fedora. So you got all the remixes, Astronomy Remix, Games, Jam for audio, and KDE, LXDE, LXQT, Mate, which is my favorite desktop, Python Classroom, Robotics, Scientific, then Server. Oh, and I guess that's the one I downloaded. I just happened to I can tell because it's lighter in color. I guess I need to go look, don't I? Hopefully I didn't do the beta. I don't want the beta unless I have to get it. But I believe from the looks of that link, that's the one I downloaded. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't say beta or anything. 228.1.1. Well, okay, so if you click on it to download it, we'll just do that. And it'll say, do you want to open with transmission? Oh, I didn't pay attention. Transmission is the default BitTorrent downloader that you get with Fedora, and I could have just left it on the defaults and it would have just opened it with transmission, but you won't keep that BitTorrent file. It'll be in temporary folder, and then it'll be deleted. So I just by anytime I'm downloading something, I always change the save file. So what I did was I saved the file, and then I opened I right click to see what it was going to open with, and the only thing there was transmission, so I opened it with transmission. That's what I wanted anyway. And then I went off and was doing other stuff, and it was downloaded pretty quick. And it also got the checksum with it, so that's nice. You don't have to go find it, and like you do in some of the others. Well, I mean, it tells you how to get there. But anyway, this is the page to get the all of the alternative stuff. And actually, BitTorrent is pretty fast these days. It used to be kind of slow, but now it's pretty fast. So, and use that checksum to make sure it's good and everything. I guess I should do that before I use it. Whoops, that was the last thing I was on. My setup for my camera. Let's see, history. Alternative architectures. Let's see. Let's just go to start page so you can see. Oh, that's that. I thought that was going to be the download. Okay, well, let's go alternative architectures, because I think that's where, if you're on the main Fedora, it says alt downloads. Now there's other stuff in here. I don't remember where I saw the BitTorrent, to be honest. These are some other ones, but they weren't what I was looking for. I saw, it might have been this page, I saw an i386 for Fedora Workstation, but that would give you, here's where you can find out what they are, like ARM. That would be for, well, any supported ARM processors, like Raspberry Pi. They actually might have one or two that might actually run on an Android phone. I'm not sure. I've been looking into that for a while now, but I haven't ever got down to doing it. There's some other projects that are just for that. PPC, IBM Power Systems, or Open Power Systems. That's what those are for. That's what PPC is. I saw that just a while ago. And for, I don't know what the difference is, LE. You'd have to read through that. And then S390 architecture, IBM Z system. This is what I saw that. Fedora on IBM Z systems. This is a server. I don't know where I know that. But I saw somewhere it said that somewhere too. Maybe I clicked on it or something. But so anyway, let's see. Alt downloads, that's where I'm at, I guess. Let's see, let's click there and see if it takes us back. Well, that's still alternative downloads. It's weird, this site is hard to know, kind of hard to know where you're going and hard to know how to get back to the main page until you get down to the very bottom, and then it's pretty much all, which, usually they put enough links at the top of web pages to get you back to the main page and stuff like that on every page, but pretty much that kind of stuff is down here, and I'm not used to that, so sometimes I forget. But I see Fedora ARM, alternative downloads is where we've been here. Workstation server. Okay, so if you just go to get Fedora server, it just gives you Fedora 64-bit 28, and then a couple of other net install, but they're all 64. Now there's the AARC and then the ARM, but I wasn't finding the i386. I was like, I'm pretty sure I saw it, And let's see. Still, to get back to the main page, because usually, well, I guess it depends on how you get there, but okay, here's the main page right here. Now, this, it's simple, but it's also hard to find. If you know where you're going, you know what you're looking for, and you don't want to read the whole thing over and over again, go like link by link by link, and it's hard to find stuff. But the workstation would be the Genome 3 servers where I was just at. Atomic is their newest project. It's kind of like basically running everything in containers. See, Docker, Kubernetes, LD. Well, it's all stuff I don't know much about. I've watched a few videos and not because I wanted to learn about it, but I'm not going to be doing it right now because it's pretty complicated. pretty good learning curve for me. It's so new that you got to do almost everything in the command line, and I'm not so good at that. So anyway, and seeing right down here, in case you could those are some quick button links to the different desktops. So that you can find, but when you're looking for server stuff, I just went round and round. I finally found that page when I just started out with the torrent page. I saw it, but I didn't go to it. And then finally I was doing just Google searches, and I finally just said, okay, let's go there. And didn't end up having what I was looking for all along. But let's see. Close that so I don't have quite as many things open. And I still haven't set up. See, I still get almost every day I get update notices, and I've done a couple of them, just through DNF Fedora. I want to set up automatic updates, and I haven't done that yet. And then some of the things like, I guess I'll do that a little later too, but I've only got one little shortcut up here for multi-rename. I haven't got anything set up the way I like it in Crusader. Actually, the icons are weird. I think I need to go into KDE's. I don't know, maybe it's in the KDE settings, because I thought I set it to use the same theme as my regular Mate desktop, but maybe well, I did the theme. I mean, it looks all right there, but the icons aren't the same. So anyway, things that are kind of bugging me, and I keep thinking I ought to go ahead and do something about it. For instance, see that thing right there? That if you click on it when you got something, it'll do that, but I don't ever use that. And then that extra divider there, I think if you take that out, that little 3 or 4 dot thing, if you take that out, then this won't stay over here on the left, it'll go over here or something. But you can take that out. Got to lock. I just don't like looking at it, since it makes me think there's an application open. So I take it out now. I'm going to leave it like that. Leave that little extra space in there for now. If it keeps bothering me, I'll take it out. But not long ago, I took that dotted thing out. That's new. It didn't used to look like that. They all used to be kind of straight lines. Took it out, and it made this jump over here, and I couldn't get it to. And I don't want it over there. I want them to start left to right, because I read left to right. And I'm just used to it for all these years. So anyway, media, Fedora Media Writer. Now I'm thinking of, I'm going to go ahead and I'll just install that first. Before I get to messing with the actual hardware on that thing or anything, before I install anything on it, I need to get a good fan in it, because it's got that, I'm talking about the Smiley Gateway. It's got a broken fin on the CPU fan, but yesterday I didn't do anything work because I didn't fill up to it. I didn't feel good. Today I'm just still half out of it, so might be able to tell. Let me close the extra things I don't need, since I'm making a video, making the machine work hard. Okay, so now I do have this software app. Since I don't like Dragora, I'm going to open it up first. It may just be, the last time I wanted to install something, I did it in there, and it worked really nice. So I never liked this particular, when I'm opening it up. I tried using it years ago when it first came out. I didn't care for it because it wasn't finding everything. And but heck, it's actually finding it, and I don't think it is finding everything still. And I went through the settings already. I didn't see anything to make it any better necessarily, but it's definitely good for guiding you through all the software that's available in an easy way. So it even has editor picks, recent releases, recommended audio applications. That's really good if you're brand new to Linux, Fedora, either one. Like I can see, that's my favorite audio editor for, you can actually do multi-track, but it's not a DAW, digital audio workstation, but it will do multi-track if you basically like bouncing tracks like you used to do with analog recorders kind of setup. Easy Tag, Banshee, what was that for? Oh, it's a player. I noticed it was on my Fedora 14 system. Anyway, I like that. I like Brasserio, but I like K3B better. Amarok, those are popular music players, that one and that one, but Amarok and Banshee. But I like VLC the best. Rose Garden, what is that? I forgot. But anyway, you can click on more right here. Well, let's get to, oh, there's my favorite, was my favorite screenshot tool. Of course, Thunderbird is my favorite email app. But anyway, it's really good for showing you things if you don't already know. If you don't know, even if you know, you may see apps that, oh, what's that? I've never heard of it before. So, like down here at the bottom, never heard of Red Eclipse. Might be interesting. Who knows? Super Tux Card is fun if you like that sort of little kiddie game looking thing. I'm sure it's very hard, and I couldn't do it. Very hard for me to do. I'm not good at games, but there's another one that Torques or something like that. That they look, the cars. It don't have a penguin in it, you know. It's just got a car, and you have like a driver view, and it's like a. I think it's mostly like Grand Prix or Indianapolis 500 style cars, you know, open wheel cars. But anyway, it's a challenge, at least for me it is. So that's pretty good graphics too. I don't know what the M&M's looking thing is. M-Mapper. That sounds like a network tool. Of course, see, I'm keeping seeing things. Crusader, my favorite file manager. GVim, that might be a graphic. Vim is a command line text editor, but that looks like it might be a graphic Vim. CMake is a good thing. Oh, that's a GUI for Make. That would be pretty cool. CMake, it must be for C language. And Cockpit is good for servers. That's a server admin. I remember messing with one called, I remember that name Freon, but I don't remember what I ever did with it. Of course, Blender, really popular 3D app. I thought that said mosquito for a second. Music Q. That looks like it's probably going to be a music reading notation app. Inkscape, it's for vector graphics. I've messed with that a little bit. Genie is a programming. It's an IDE. You can do PHP, Python in it and stuff like that. I don't know what else. Scribus is another, I guess it's another, is it a vector? No, it's not vector graphic. It's more for, I think it's more for making presentations and stuff. So anyway, I'm trying to stay on one track, but I'm on every track, everything I see. Okay, so let's see about finding Media Writer. There it is right there. Now see, that's a heck of a lot easier. It found it before I could finish typing. And so, and there it is. And it's a nice layout. It's, you know, you get to see a screenshot of the app, and you get a little description. This is the tool where, and I'm not going to read it off because I know what it, used it enough. I know what it is. And it has reviews and stuff too. You don't see that in the other one. Anyway, it's the Fedora Media Writer for what I was saying a minute ago to create live USB for running live or installation. So I'm going to install Fedora Media Writer. Let's see. I've forgotten the password. Try again. I think I just remembered it. Okay. And yeah, if you don't have to spend forever searching for the app, then it's great installing stuff in the GUI. You know, that Jaguar is just a drag, man. They named it perfectly. It's the biggest drag I've ever used for installing stuff. Okay, so then you can launch it. Let's just launch it. That's another thing. Well, this one you can install. I don't think you can install a bunch of different things at once. That's one thing, and you know, it might not be. If you're wanting to really get going, setting up a new system, and you want to do it in the graphic user interface, it might not be good in that respect. But okay, but let's go ahead and look at Fedora Media Writer right quick before I do. Well, I'm just going to close this until I need it again. Let's see. Yeah, I should have just left that where it was. Yeah, see, you can see right there. I need to not give this thing too much to do. I don't see what it is. It seemed just a little slow even before I started, but I kept looking over here at the system resources, and I don't see any problems, you know. Oh. Only thing OBS, well, it does. That's how it pretty much runs around in that range of 20%. So I don't know why it's doing that. Look at there. That's bad. I'm afraid I'm not. My video is not going to work right. I'm afraid my machine has got something going wrong with it. Let me listen to my audio again. Well, it sounds fine. Heck, it won't even show the full screen there. Unless there's something wrong with Fedora Media Writer. Let's see. Well, I'm in. What am I in? There we go. Okay, I'm going to kill it. Well, let's get ready to kill it. Let's try one more time. Yeah, it's doing something weird. But it's not using a lot of CPU. It's not using a lot of memory. 27 megabytes. So let's kill it and see if opening it back up will make everything okay again. Maybe opening it from that app that I install it with is causing a problem. Let's see. I'll open it again. So far, so good. Well, that might have been it. Maybe that caused some. Maybe if I wouldn't have closed that app, it wouldn't have. Maybe it had some sort of link back to that app, and it caused trouble. I don't know. In its file structure or something. I don't know. Okay, workstation. That's Genome 3. Don't want that. Server. Custom image, and then there's more. And if you want to see all the spins and everything, click those three dots like you're on a phone. I still hate that icon on everything. It's gonna turn everything into a phone, and I can't stand phone. Workspace, desktop, whatever you call it, phone top. Can't stand it. I want to see the words, and I want to see icons that look recognizable. I know what it is like that. I know make desktop icon. I know the rat. I know that's XFCE, like that. So what do we got down here? Labs. Oh yeah, okay. See, there's a lot, and you can get most things from right here. You don't have to go looking and downloading manually like I did. What's this down here? GitHub. Oh, that's the place where. Oh, it's made from. I didn't know it was Martin Breeza. I thought it said Music Brains. That's an audio tagging app, audio-video tagging app. Not tagging as in like the tags inside the file. Okay. So anyway, that's who writes it. Custom image is where I could go use the one I have. Now let's go look in the server and see if there's more than one. It crashed. Well, isn't that special? So maybe it's not okay yet. That Mount NTFS is my USB backup drive. Since I typed media, it's considered media. Well, there may be a bug in Fedora 28's media writer, or in Fedora 28. I'm going to hit restart and see what it does. There it went. It started. You know what? Seems like the last time I tried to use it, I had trouble with it. See how it's acting funky? I had trouble with it every time I tried to open it in full screen. I'm seeing seeing part of the screen of Sysguard, and I'm part of the screen of Media Writer. I think there is something going wrong just flat with my system. I don't think it's this Media Writer app. I think my system has gone out of whack. Well, I have my little camera all zoomed in on my screen. Let's see if we can figure this out. Let's just close Media Writer again. Leave that open. And I guess I'll let's go to camera stream, yeah, so that I can see. Now we'll just leave that on my resource usage for now. But first, I'm going to go here, and even though it doesn't work well for very long, that'd be another thing. I might be able to say, like on that, I don't know. It'd really probably it'd take a minimum of a dual core, like say that other Dell laptop or something. But I bet if I was running the Paint, I might be able to run OBS Studio on, say, that laptop and be able to do a backup stream. Because whenever I do get done with Mom's system, it's of course not going to be in here and I can't use it, but I'm going to turn it on as a backup stream. Even though that's silly, it works. It's just that the app, every time I do that, in Fedora 27 on Mom's machine, it's the window freezes up. It just goes white, or beige or whatever. At least that's one thing. I mean, being able to have a backup stream, use a backup stream, then you can actually, when you get into a problem that just flat makes you reboot your machine in the middle of your stream, you can show what's going on. I mean, that's the whole point of these desktop videos anyway, is to show what's going on. So when you have a problem and maybe you get lucky and figure it out, then good to be able to share it. So I'll just do that. Wasn't expecting that, and I haven't had a single problem. Having a problem like that. The only time I've seen anything like that on this new Fedora 28 system on my Lenovo i5 is when it's just overworked. Like if the Lucky Backup's running and I try to open stuff, but it's not. I already checked before I started my stream. It had already done its backup, so it wasn't that. All right, let's see. I just thought of something, how it acts up. Well, it shouldn't make any difference. But I usually always run it in my screen name, and I thought, what if I need some permissions that my screen don't have? And I guess it's worth a try. Won't hurt. Try it in Mom's screen name. Because it does it the trouble I have with that OBS Studio and Fedora 27 on that, I got a feeling, it just seems like at some point I accidentally ran across, like on one of the help pages for OBS Studio a while back, a year or two ago, it said it's not working right on AMD processor, some particular AMD processor. So it could be that. Or else it actually could be, I don't know how much, let's just go straight for OBS. I was going to open up I'm going to need that case card. I don't have like the app search or anything up here. There, let's put that up there. I think I've been avoiding, there are updates, but I'm not going to do it right now. I've been avoiding, I avoided change. I wanted to do it in the video, like doing any of the setup, just like I've been doing on my system. Now it's not going to be done, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to reformat it. But what am I looking for? Oh, there, case discard. That's what I want. Probably should have found it and added it up here. But okay, there we go. Now, that way I can kill OBS without a problem if I need to. So I don't guess I've ever started OBS. Yes, see, I've never started it there's the license. Uh-oh, I don't think it's going to have, it's not going to have any profiles. And that's the auto configuration wizard. I did that when very first time I started. Yeah, this is not going to work. Again, I don't know why I didn't think of that. Okay, so let's go ahead and, I don't know if I want to, if you want to change users, I'm just going to hit restart, just about as quick. Sometimes when you change users, there's a lot of stuff left running in the background, and the last thing you want to do is burden the thing. I mean, it shouldn't be able to be burdened, really, 8-core with 8 gig of RAM. So that's why I'm thinking, well, there's 3 possibilities. OBS is not working good with AMD processors, or it actually does use some of the a lot of video resources from the video card. And usually when an app does that, you can turn that on and off, and it's real evident. It you know, I don't remember anything about that in there really, or well, not a lot about it. I guess I could look in there and see. And the video card, reason it's a 12 megabyte video card, an older version, but it's not so old that OBS shouldn't support it, I wouldn't think. And then the thing I kept thinking of first is that the 8300 processor doesn't work well in that respect on the ASRock motherboard, because it was built before the 8300 processor came out by 2 or 3 years. Let's see. So anyway, every time I've used it, it's worked, but the interface freezes, and I've waited 10 minutes or so, and it never came back. And so you can't do anything with it other than whatever the last thing it was on, which I usually leave it on. Seems like maybe it especially does it more when you leave it on camera than if you leave it on desktop, but the camera's what I need. Every time I end up wanting a backup stream, it's the camera that I need. And I kept on installing these updates, thinking maybe that would fix it, but never did yet. We'll just get this open so that in case I already have my icons up here. Oh, now in Fedora 27 it stays like you left it, like it should. And Fedora 28 it's not doing that. It's driving me nuts. However I set this stuff, it stays that way. And so when you just open it, it's ready to go. But every time I open it, and I looked for like settings, like for save on exit kind of thing or whatever, and I couldn't find anything. Looked 2 or 3 times now. So anyway, let's open up OBS. And it looks like we already have the camera going. It's on Cam 2 stream right now. Let's get it on desktop for now. And yeah, we got audio. Okay. So are we in the backup or the regular profile? Yeah, we're in the backup stream. So all I have to do now, I'm gonna go ahead and just put it on Cam 2 and leave it there. And so when I reboot my and let's get off of that page. I'll just actually go over here to the system resources page so that I can be able to, if I have to, kill it. Doing that video feedback can be a problem. It can cause, and I may have been leaving it there and forgetting, leaving it on the page where the same page, the same desktop or workspace where OBS is, leaving it there and doing the video, letting the video feedback go for a long time. Some of the older, well, like when I was trying to use the dual core, it would lock them up pretty quick. So it might be something like that too. All right, so we got a backup stream. So I'm just gonna, let's see. Yeah, I can just close this one. And that will, yeah, I need to stop it. Okay. I'll just leave it just like it is. I won't switch, to a different thing. Yeah, that'll be fine, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to